Hello and welcome to a hospital handoff presentation for the Harris County Emergency Corps. Today we're going to learn how to become compliant with the Texas Administrative Code by learning how to eFax an abbreviated report to the receiving facility using image trend delete. The Texas Administrative Code says that you have to provide a full report within 24 hours of dropping off the patient. And we generally accomplish this. We do so by using Hospital Hub. When you complete your electronic PCR in image trend delete and you hit finalize and it uploads and locks the report, it also sends a copy of that to the hospital in their digital database. So therefore they have access to it by logging into Hospital Hub. Now, whenever possible, the report shall be given at the time the patient is delivered. Therefore, if you do handoff of the patient and you stay at the hospital, complete the report in its entirety, upload and lock the report, then that meets the statutory requirement and the hospital has access via image trend to the entire, through Hospital Hub, to the entire report. But more often than not, we don't have time to complete the entire report before we have to leave the hospital. That's where this comes in. If in response pending status, a written abbreviated report shall be given to the hospital. And that has to include the patient's name, the patient's condition upon arrival at the scene, pre-hospital care provided, the patient's condition during transport, including vital signs, symptoms, and responses to treatment, call times, unit number, and crew member names. Now this used to be a lot easier in the day of carbon copies. We would just hand them a copy of what we had so far. Now we know that you're not going to be able to spend your entirety at the hospital completing the entire report. You might be able to get your monitor data uploaded, put in a few procedures, and for the most part you'll have all of this information in there, including the patient's demographics. You may not have completed your narrative, and that's perfectly acceptable. But we do need to give the hospital this written abbreviated report at the time that you hand off that patient care. So what's the solution to this problem? We created the eFax system for a hospital handoff short form. It uses the computer's internet connection, so you must have an internet connection available on an HCEC computer. It eFaxes a copy of an abbreviated PDF to the hospital. And what you'll do is that you'll go find the fax machine and grab the copy and deliver the form to the receiving provider in order to meet the statutory requirement. So what does this look like? Let's take a fake patient, delete, and this is what the run form normally looks on the field end. You'll come up here to the top and don't select print, but select PDF. That gets you a better copy, a more consistent copy than the print copies do. If you select that PDF button, it'll say what type of report would you like to generate. You have two options, the record report complete and the hospital handoff short form. In this case, we'll be using the hospital handoff short form. The record report complete, as an aside, is an excellent way of seeing all the information in one spot that you would put in the chart. It's a great way to preview the chart before you lock it after you've completed the entire thing. Now, the hospital handoff short form provides less data than the record report complete. So select hospital handoff short form. It takes about 15 to 30 seconds to load this, especially in older incidents like this one is. So I'm just going to open up the already loaded version of this. At the top, you'll notice it says hospital handoff short form and that it's preliminary documentation only. And ultimately, for the complete record, the hospital team is going to need to look at Hospital Hub. It has some patient demographics and next of kin information, call types, locations and times, unit personnel, chief complaint, past medical history, vitals. It'll also include an assessment, exam, a provider impression, and interventions. The more information that you put into this chart, the larger this document grows. The less information that you have in it, especially if you don't think it's critical information or not statutorily required information, the less lengthy this document is. Now, in order to actually get this PDF to them, you're going to come up to the print icon on a Harris County computer. When you hit the print button, it'll open up this print dialog box. The destination should be SR fax. If it isn't, select the change button. Under local destinations, you'll find SR fax. Select SR fax and hit print. a dialog box will pop open. You don't need to change any information that's in here. All you have to do is tell it where to fax it. Under the address book button, we've put all of the hospitals that we routinely transport to. I'm going to select Test HCEC Administration Building so that I don't fax this fake patient report to a random hospital. Once you've selected the one that you want to add, say Add Selected Numbers, and then close this. You should only have one number in here. If you added multiple numbers, you need to erase them, go back into the address book, and select them again. At this point, just hit Send. You'll get an alert that says that a fax file was uploaded successfully. At this point, all you need to do is wait about 2 to 4 minutes. Sometimes it comes in sooner, sometimes a little bit longer, but within about 2 to 4 minutes, the report should be faxed to the hospital fax machine. Take that hospital report and deliver that printed report to the nursing staff. At that point, you're done. You've met the statutory requirement associated with the Texas Administrative Code. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to contact Tony at his email address here, or come find one of us in clinical services, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you for watching this.